I just finished the most intense 3-mile run in this sweatshirt because I was detox sweating for my run. I wanted nothing more afterwards than to take this sweatshirt off, relax and cool down by this water, and get a nice stretch in. So if you're there with me and you just went on a run or did a workout, go ahead and grab your mat, find a nice, comfortable, relaxing space, and join me for this 15-minute cool down stretch. Starting off standing at the top of your mat, arms by your side, you're going to begin by just connecting to our breath. Noticing any sounds around you, even if it's just the sound of nature and the sound of my voice. Feel the earth underneath your feet. And pay attention to the rise and fall of the belly. Just notice everything in this present moment. On your next inhale, reach your arms above your head and interlace all 10 fingers. Go ahead and reach up and over to the right, stretching out the left side of the body. Inhale back to center and exhale, reaching up and over to the left. Inhale, center, reaching up and over to the right again. Inhale, and exhale to the left. Inhale, center, and as you exhale, go ahead and fold forward just halfway so that your body is nice and flat to the ground, and reach the arms forward, inverting the fingers, lengthening through the tailbone. And now let yourself completely fold over your legs, forehead to knees. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back again. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, shift your weight to your right leg as you pick your left foot up, and as slowly as you can, step it to the back of your mat, finding a runner's lunge. Nice and strong through your back leg. We're just going to rock forwards and backwards, extending through the front leg. Exhale, coming back into your runner's lunge. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. This time holding the runner's lunge and reaching the right arm up for a revolved runner's lunge. Go ahead and rotate on the outer edge of your back foot, reaching for the back leg, and then bring that right hand to the inside of your right foot, toe heeling that foot out to the edge of your mat and setting the back knee down for lizard. You're welcome to stay on your hands, or you can lower down onto your forearms if you're feeling nice and open in your glutes, your hamstrings. And just breathe here for a few moments. Now rolling onto the outer edge of this front foot, go ahead and use your right hand to press this knee outward, an option to grab the back foot. For a lot of you, it might be enough to just press the knee out. So just listen to your body and react accordingly. Coming back to center, walk yourself back up onto your hands, lift the back knee, and we're going to rotate onto the heel of your back foot into the side lunge. Try to keep the front heel grounded, but you can keep your hands at heart center or open the arms out to the side. You should feel a nice stretch to your inner thighs and groin. Pivoting back to that runner's lunge, go ahead and step back into your high plank. Drop the knees, send the hips back into a child's pose. Keep the toes curled, so that as you inhale, we can come right back into a high plank and exhale into downward facing dog. First downward dog, go ahead and pedal out the feet a little bit. Breathe into the shape. And then slowly walk the hands back to meet your feet. Go ahead and take your peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, use your arm strength to pull yourself forward and down. Nose between the knees or shins. Inhale, find length again. And exhale, melt forward. Breathe easy. With each inhale, the belly presses into the thighs. Release the toes and walk your hands back out into your high plank. Drop the knees. Inhale, drop the belly, look up to the ceiling and the sky. Exhale, round the spine, gazing down towards the thighs. Inhale, drop the belly, look up again, drawing the shoulders back and down the spine. And exhale, arching the back, spreading the shoulder blades. Now I feel I have had enough of this sweatshirt that's been helping me detox for my run. And I always like to wear a sweatshirt, usually during my warm-up for my stretching. It just helps me get nice and comfortable. So I'm just going to take that off now and continue with the rest of our cool down. Find yourself back into a high plank and lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time switching our weight over to your left leg. Pick your right leg up and step it all the way to the back of your mat as slowly as you can. Setting up for that runner's lunge on this side. We're going to do that forward and backwards rocking motion. Just extending that front leg as best as you can as you rock back. And now reaching that left hand up and rolling onto the outer edge of your back foot as you find the back leg with that top hand. Back to center as you plant the hand to the inside of your front foot, toe heel the foot out to the edge of your mat, set the back knee down, and either stay on your hands or come down onto your elbows. Lizard. Take your hand to the inside of this left leg. If you did that on the other side, roll onto the outer edge of that foot. And if you went further to grab that back foot, go ahead and do so here. Release that back foot. Allow it to slowly come down to the earth. Your hands plant down to the earth. You're going to roll onto the heel of that back foot. Do your best to keep the front heel grounded. And open up the arms or keep them at heart center, whichever is available for you today. Go ahead and come back into that lunge. And this time we're going to step both feet to the top of your mat into a squat. So your feet are out as wide as your mat. Your elbows are inside of the knees with the palms together. Do your best to keep the spine straight and long, lengthening through the tailbone. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Breathing into the inner thighs and rolling onto the outer edges of the feet. Now bringing the right arm out wide, lift the left arm up, keeping the integrity of the legs as you do so. And then switch. Left arm comes out as the right arm lifts. Notice how my knees did not buckle in. Returning back to center. Take your hands out in front of you now, very wide, wider than your mat, and just lean into your elbows with your knees. This should give you a nice inner thigh stretch, kind of similar to a frog pose. And set the heels back down. Extend both legs out in front of you as you sit down. Get the flesh out from underneath your sits bones. Seated forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Flex the feet. And exhale, melt forward, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. If the outer edges are not available, you can also grab the big toes or the ankles or shins. With each inhale, see if you can find a bit more length through the spine. And with each exhale, just simply melt into the shape. Relax your hands down to the ground. Shake the head no. And nod the head yes. Slowly roll yourself back up. Plant the feet, bending the knees, and lift the hips up for reverse tabletop. The fingertips are facing forward so that you can get a nice shoulder and bicep stretch here. Lift the right leg up and place the right ankle on top of your left knee for figure 4. Set the hips back down. And enjoy this nice stretch for your piriformis and glute on the right side. Focus your breath on the areas where you feel tension. Go ahead and extend the left leg out in front of you, and you're going to bend the right leg behind you and fold over your front leg. Now I'm keeping a generous bend to my front knee because I've been having some issues with this knee for a little while. So I like to be gentle with it and show it a little love by giving it a massage. Inhale, bring yourself back up, and then lean back as far as you can, coming onto the elbows, or if you're really open, maybe even down onto the shoulders. Slowly coming back up, we're going to plant the feet again, fingertips facing forward, reverse tabletop. This time the left leg comes into a figure 4 as we sit the hips down. Extend that bottom leg, swing the left leg behind you, and fold over your front leg. Inhale, slowly come up, keeping the same position with the legs. Go ahead and lower down into your elbows behind you or your shoulders. Coming back up onto your hands, bring that leg out in front of you. And come to lie down onto your back. Being outside, I love soaking in the sunlight. But what's most importantly is that you let your body just marinate in all of that work that you've just done to your body. From your workout to your cool down. Soak it all in and let your body just melt into the surface beneath you. You're welcome to lay here for as long as you like. Otherwise, go ahead and reach your arms above your head and roll onto one side. And when you're ready, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Thank you all so much for joining me for this stretch today. I hope that it made you feel good and your body feels open as well as your heart. I'll see you in the next class.